Good morning. It is still morning. Still don't know what time zone I'm in. Woke up this morning, opened two gifts, my eyes. Grateful to God for His grace and mercy. I got another hour before I start my office hours. It's 11 a.m. here in Brooklyn, New York. Woke up this morning, grateful to God for His grace. I had some coffee, got myself ready. I was able to speak in a prison in Cardiff, Wales. It was in Wales somewhere, HMP, Cardiff maybe. Was able to meet a couple of brothers in the prison and share my experience, strength, and hope. How I got clean, how I stayed clean, and how God changed my life in the process of being clean. And so, very grateful, blessed. Had a great service yesterday at the Recovery House of Worship. Want to encourage everyone to join us on Zoom. Join us on Zoom. Every now and then we have technical issues, or I'm in a location where I can't jump on YouTube and Facebook Live. I think only on the pages the Facebook Lives will be working, no longer in the groups. We'll work that out eventually. But if you join us on Zoom every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern for the Purpose Driven Life Group, very powerful hour. Every Saturday at 11 a.m. if you're married or engaged, we have another powerful hour for married couples or engaged couples. And then every Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern, we have our celebration service, Sundays at 5 p.m. Eastern on Zoom. This Sunday, I start a new series on the 12 steps. So you don't want to miss this one. The 12 steps, the different ideas, concepts, key components of the steps. So we're going to be going and taking a deep dive into the 12 steps on Sundays at 5 p.m., looking at certain scriptures and where the steps maybe come from, or how people in the Bible apply the steps in their lives, the spiritual principles, the concepts. So I'm excited about this Sunday, 5 p.m. I think we're going to keep it simple and call it the 12 steps for everyone. The 12 steps for everyone. If you're a pastor, if you're a Christian leader, if you've heard about the 12 steps and never really understood what they are, if you never experienced the 12 steps, if you're in 12-step recovery, if you're in AA, NA, CA, OA, SLA, any A, all A's are welcome. Whatever A you're in, whatever, if you're in an anonymous program, adult children of alcoholics, if you are in Gamblers Anonymous, Overeaters Anonymous, if you're in any anonymous program, I encourage you to join me Sundays at 5 p.m. Eastern. We're going to take a deep dive into the 12 steps for everyone. So I'm excited, grateful, love the 12 steps. The 12 steps is what brought me, prepared me, opened me for Jesus, right? It was in the 12-step process that I began to understand that I needed to have a real God with real power, not just the God of my convenience, because that was the thing for a while. And I have a very real enemy that's ravaging me, right? I'm not using drugs. I'm not drinking no more. I'm substance free, but the defects are killing me. And everybody has defects. Every pastor, every leader, every Christian, every business owner, every employee, everyone has character defects: control, insecurities, self-centeredness, pride, arrogance, being critical and judgment, and the list goes on and on and on and on. And so, how do you experience healing of the soul? How do you make peace with your past? How do you forgive people for doing the unforgivable? Right? Because there's people that have been through some things that cannot imagine ever forgiving these people, but it's possible and it's very liberating. How do you finally get in touch with your true self? Not the 800 masks you learn to wear throughout your life process, becoming a chameleon and putting on different masks and different costumes and putting on different, we call it armoring up. How do you address that? How do you trust God? Who is God? What's up with surrendering my will and my life to God? And there's so many different concepts in the 12 steps that are very important and very liberating and very transformative. But if you don't understand it in your head, and you don't go through a spiritual surgery where the information goes to your heart, where you internalize it, and then the Holy Spirit, the power of God, able to apply it with your hands, right? So you got head, heart, and hands. Just knowing the information is actually worse than not knowing, because now you know better, but you can't live better. That was one of the most tormenting, one of the most painful times of my life, was knowing what the answer was, knowing the right thing to do, but not having the power to do it. So knowing better, but living worse. And so that's, it's very, very painful. And having a relationship with God, what is that? What is a relationship with God? And, it's easier to do religion than to do relationship. And religion don't work. So yes, having a relationship with God, knowing who I really am, sorting through the confusion and the contradiction of my past to find out who I really am. Who am I really? Very interesting concepts. And what is addiction? Especially if you're a Christian, what is addiction? I'm going to explain all that from a biblical perspective, from a secular perspective, from a clinical perspective. We're going to look at it from different angles, because people come from different angles. And then where is it in the Bible? You'll be shocked how so many things that we have no idea are actually in the Bible and come from the scriptures. So it's going to be very informative, but most importantly, we're praying that it'll be transformative, right? Because many people, there was a time in my life that I was very informed. There's a difference between being informed and being transformed. There's a big difference. And information alone is not enough, right? We say knowledge is power. Knowledge is only power if you apply it. If you apply it. If you don't apply it, knowledge will torment you. It'll condemn you, convict you. It'll imprison you. It'll make you depressed, isolate you. Excuse me. We have to learn how to apply what we learn. So one of the keys to freedom for me were simple thing. I need healthy, transformative information that leads to a better quality of life, right? I need healthy, transformative information that leads to a better quality of life, right? Because you can have the wrong information and it doesn't lead to a better life. And there's a lot of information out there. So I need healthy information that's transformative, that leads to a better quality of life. And then I need the power to apply what I'm learning, right? I learned that if you don't eat 10,000 calories a day, you won't continue to gain weight, Raymond. But if you eat 1,200 calories a day, you can lose weight. And so that's great to know that calorie intake. But if you can't stop eating 20,000 calories a day, then what good is knowing? Actually, is tormenting. So you got to have the power to apply. I call it the spiritual muscle. You got to have the spiritual muscle to lift those weights. And if you don't lift those weights, now you know better and you're going to be tormented by what you know. And the third thing, right? So you need healthy information, you need the power to apply it so that you can experience the transformation. That's what we want. We want transformation. I want peace. I want joy. I'm tired of lust. I want love. I'm tired of being resentful, angry, bitter, critical, judgmental, jealous. I want acceptance of myself. I want to accept other people where they are. What you do with your money, or whether you're a vegan or not, should not affect me very much. I should not be worried so much or caught up so much in who you're voting for and what political stance you take. If what you do or don't do over there in your life is affecting my life, then I got to ask myself, why? Why is it? And so many people are so lost in what other people are doing or not doing. And there's a reason for that. Even, Christians, the Pentecostals are at war with the Baptists, and the Baptists are at war with the Pentecostals, and the Lutheran and the Methodists, and on and on and on. Why is it that we have a sick need to worry about what other people are doing, put them down, become critical, judgmental, talk about what's so broken inside of me that I need to be able to, what is this guy preaching? And look at what this guy's preaching. And look at, those are issues surfacing, by the way. And a lot of people don't even know. They think it's normal, you know. So we're going to do a deep dive into the whole 12-step process. And if you join us, I know for 100% that you're going to get some really good information that I've been able to apply in my life from a 12-step biblical, practical, common sense perspective. You know, common sense is not a common thing, believe it or not. And so we're going to look at a lot of different aspects of the 12 steps, a lot of things to the 12 steps, a lot of things. So I encourage you, 5 p.m. Eastern, I will put an alarm at 4:30 p.m. on your phone and label that alarm, get ready for church. At 4:50, I have another alarm. Make that coffee, make your tea, set up. I'm in front. This is where I preach from when I'm in New York. I'm home. I get in front of my computer. I set up shop. I got my water, or I got my tea, or my coffee, whatever it is, and I'm ready to go. I set up my computer, and I'm ready to go. And for 1 hour every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern, if you're married, every Saturday 11 a.m. Eastern, and every Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern. I encourage you for the next 90 days, especially if you're in recovery. It doesn't matter if you're Muslim, if you're atheist, if you're Buddhist, if you follow the red road, if you whatever you are, if you're Jewish, if you're in recovery, if you go to 12-step meetings, whatever 12-step, you're gonna be blessed. Your life will be impacted for good. This Sunday 5 p.m. 12-step series is gonna add value to your life. If you have no faith, a lot of faith, a little bit of faith, mixed faith, it doesn't matter. If you show up on Sundays at 5 p.m. Eastern on Zoom from the comfort of your home, or if you have to work on Sundays, you can put the earbud in and listen in, take notes. This will not be on YouTube. This will not be on Facebook. This will be only on Zoom. So Zoom, 5 p.m. Eastern for the next 90 days. You don't want to miss it. Especially if you're in 12-step recovery, whatever 12-step fellowship you're in. So praise the Lord. I love you guys. Excited about the Greater New York Regional Convention, August 29th of next year. This year, August 29th, we're going to be in Washington, D.C. for the World Convention. All right, excited about that. I just got back from London. I was at their convention in London. We're going to Fort Lauderdale the last week of May for their convention. We're going to Portland, Oregon in June for their convention, June 8th or 9th or something like that. Then the following weekend, we're going to Niagara Falls for their convention. July, we'll be back in England for the Believers in Recovery retreat. What else? August is the World Convention. September, we'll be in Turkey for the Unity Day, second annual Unity Day. I'm excited about that. October, we got the Believers in Recovery Conference in Bournemouth, England. What else? December, second weekend of December, we have many, many people coming to New York. The retreat starts Friday night, is all day Saturday, and ends Sunday morning. But people get in Wednesday. They get an Airbnb or hotel. We go hang out and make meetings, go eat in different restaurants, go to Manhattan, see the Christmas tree, the lights. Manhattan is beautiful. We do different things for a couple of days. Then we go to retreat. And then Sunday and Monday, we do some more stuff. We have some events, a banquet, different things happening. And then people go home on Wednesday. So from Wednesday to Wednesday, we ask people to fly in, have a great time with us. The second weekend of every December, we have our annual retreat/conference. This year, we're having a retreat/conference. So we have 2 retreats, 1 weekend, 12-step workshops, and we have the RHO conference this year, recovery conference. I'm excited about that. It's going to be powerful. So don't miss it. You can go to rhow.org for more information. We haven't updated that website in a decade. We're going to update it soon. So rhow.org has our Zoom information, our events information. It has very old pictures, but you can get the Zoom information there. rhow.org. And you can watch our old sermons. So love you guys. God bless you. I see you Sunday, 5 p.m. Eastern, right? I'll see you this Wednesday at 5 p.m. for Purpose Driven Life. I'll see you Saturday morning for the marriage group. And we're going to Israel. I know that this, is a lot of controversy about Israel and stuff like that, but we're going on a tour to Israel in March. I'm going to be helping reaching out to some of the people we couldn't go to Israel this year. So today and tomorrow, I'll be reaching out to people we couldn't go and making sure that you're taken care of. And then we got a bunch of people that have signed up to go to Israel, that want to go to Israel and march with us. I don't know. Somebody asked me, what's my favorite place? Israel's my favorite place to visit, for sure. And they say, what's my favorite place in Israel? Man, the Sea of Galilee is powerful, right? But so is the Jordan River, right? That whole getting baptized in the Jordan River. I've been baptized in the Jordan River 4 times. It's always one of my greatest experiences that year, So the Jordan River, for a variety of reasons, is very powerful. Going to the empty tomb of Jesus, that's very, Messiah. There's so many different places on that 9-day, 2-week trip that are so overwhelmingly awesome that it's hard to pick one place that I love the most. But definitely the Sea of Galilee has always been, when I'm on that boat, it's always been very powerful. The tomb, the Jordan River, the Sermon on the Mount with Jesus, Garden of Gethsemane. There's so many places, so many, ongoing. It's just incredible. So I'm excited about that. What else? I think that's it for now. We're going to be doing something in Texas, in California, and Florida. I don't got the concrete date, so I'm not saying nothing. But Texas, California, and Florida, we'll be doing some events over there. I'm doing a conference online. So I'll be putting a flyer about that and doing that. We're going to try an online conference so people don't have to travel or whatever. See how that goes. It went well last time, so Zoom, I like Zoom. All right. I love you guys. Praying for you all. If you have any special prayer requests, send them to me. Check out rhow.org. We're sending out a bunch of discipleship booklets for anyone that wants to grow in the Lord and build a strong foundation. If you haven't been discipled by anyone, it's time to get discipled. It's like sponsorship, but it's different. All right.